Welcome guys to another YouTube video. This is gonna be one of the shortest video, guys. You know I always make long video is because I want to go in depth for you so that you can understand. So now we'll be looking into Nasdaq, guys. As we can see, Nasdaq will be looking at monthly time frame. As we can see, Nasdaq is in a bullish move. We can see like it's been pushing high. So as we know that Nasdaq is a buying market. So, but recently we can see now we're in a downtrend. Now Nasdaq is pushing to the downside. We can see it's going in a downtrend. But what I can say, let's analyze and see the reason why I look at a bigger time frame so that I can see the whole picture of what Nasdaq is doing. As you can see, like we have a first touch here, we have a second touch, and I can say we have a third touch. So meaning we're still in a bullish trend, guys. We're still in a bullish trend. We know anything that happens at the third touch is a high probability. Is a high probability. Maybe someone might ask, Tsepo, why don't you cater for this week here? It's because if I cater for this week, it won't be able to touch that one. It won't be able to touch one. But you can see this one I cater at the week. Here I cater at the candle body. So it can be able to touch this one at the weekend. That's why here I didn't cater on the weekend. So let me clone this and put it like, let me see. Okay, what I can say, we are in an expanding wedge. We're in a bullish expanding wedge. This is a bullish expanding wedge, guys. We can see, like, from here, we might expect market to move up. If it will respect this bullish wedge, and maybe it will go down again, up and down. So we'll just forecast. What I mean when I say this is a bullish expanding wedge, we can see the overall, the market is pushing high, is pushing up, but our short-term trade is bearish. We can see this is a short-term trade is a bullish because we're in overall, our short-term trade is bearish because we're in overall bullish market. We're in the overall bullish market, but our short-term trade is a bearish market, guys. So let's go on a weekly. Let's go on a weekly time frame. So on a weekly time frame, guys, we have a touch here on a supporting trend line. That's why market started going up. So looking here, I put my support zone. I put my support zone. I put my support zone from here. This is our supporting zone. We can see market from this trend line here, or say gave a fake out. It went to our resistance. It didn't break. It went and turned this resistance into a support, giving a touch here, and it went again, giving a second touch on this zone, guys. Giving a second touch on this zone. So it come back again to give a dead touch. Remember, on a weekly, on a monthly time frame, we are at the market is touching our supporting trend line for the third time, and now it's touching this support zone for the third time now. So here is what we call a confluence zone, because market is touching, and once it touches, it goes up. Once it touches, it goes up. So like I said, we're in a short-term bearish market, guys. So now we're gonna put our bearish channel. We're gonna put our bearish channel, and we clone this. Remember this trend line, they help to identify the direction of a market. So on the next video, I'm gonna teach you how to trade with the trend line, because we can see when market touch trend line here, like it reject, like it gets supported to push up, supported to push up, supported to push up. Even when you get here, it gets supported to push up. Like whenever it gets here, it reject, it reject, it reject to go up. And when it touch here, it reject to go down. It reject to go down. So remember I said we're at a confluence zone. And here at the confluence zone, how many support structure do we have? We have this supporting trend line, and with this supporting zone, and we have this supporting downtrend channel. So we can see market came here, touched, and it broke out of this down, out of this short-term trend line, out of this short-term trend line, out of this short-term channel. So it broke out. So we can see, okay, we have a weekly inverse head and shoulder. Remember, an inverse head and shoulder is a reversal pattern. So where do we get that reversal pattern? At our confluence zone. At our confluence zone. And one thing I always say, guys, the right shoulder, you can see, is out of this downtrend channel. So meaning this is a high probability trade, because the right shoulder is out of this. And another thing, it made a higher high. It made a higher high. We can say this is high, violating this one here. So if we trade with market structure, you can see we're gonna expect it to go higher. So this one is a high probability, because already the market made a higher high. So now what we're gonna do, we're gonna put our zone looking at left shoulder, going to the right shoulder. So we can see market is respecting our zone here, is respecting this zone here. So, but one thing, someone will say, okay, I'm trading at the back of the neckline. Our neckline is not gonna be the normal neckline whereby is a straight, but this one, you can see our neckline is not the normal one whereby is below this trend line, but our neckline will be more like this. But okay, I won't cater for it because it won't make sense, guys. It won't make sense. But if you understand, you will see what I'm talking about. So what do we expect? From here, we can just take our beautiful trade, our beautiful swing trade, guys, without any hesitation. Without hesitating, we can take our trade without hesitating, and we go long. We go long without any hesitation. Without hesitating, guys, you can say our first take profit will be here. Second take profit will be here. Second take profit will be here. And our last take profit will be here. The 90% rule. Simple analysis, guys. This is simple. So why I'm saying my take profit is here is because here we have another resistance, which is our support turned into a resistance. So when market was here, it was supported to go up, it went down. When it get here, it resisted to cross. So as we know, Nasdaq, for it to break another high, it might give a double bottom before it can break, guys. Before it can break. And we can also see again here, this support turned into a resistance. From here, it was supported to go up, it went down and retest and it went down. And here market failed to make a higher high and make a double top, which is here we have a double top. Market failed to make a higher high, giving us a double top, showing that it doesn't have strength to push higher. So this is simple analysis, guys. Let's go on a daily. Let's go on a daily time frame, guys. Remember on the video I made, I said this movement, it was not a strong move. This move, it was not a strong move for Nasdaq. I said I'm expecting Nasdaq to go down, to come to this level, so we can look for better buying opportunities, because we can see there was no enough strength here for Nasdaq to put. And if you can see at the resistance here, at this resistance, it gave a reversal pattern, which is a head and shoulder, guys. Which is a head and shoulder. This was our left shoulder. This was our head, and this is our right shoulder. It reversed, and now it is giving us a inverse head and shoulder. So it's showing that it's gonna push up, because we can see it respect patterns, reversal pattern. So another thing that it was a confirmation that Nasdaq here, it will reverse. Check this last candlestick, how they were moving. It was building. We can see like here, it was another reversal pattern. You can see it was another reversal channel that, okay, it's moving towards this support. How it was moving towards this support. So from here, might expect our next take profit to be here. Let's go on a 4-hour. Okay, one thing I notice here, guys. Another thing I notice. Okay, I don't wanna put too much, but you can see. You can see this is a strong zone here. This is a strong zone. We can see. You can see with this touch here, this touch here, this touch, and even here, this touch, guys. You can see this is a strong zone. So let me remove that, because I don't wanna put too much, but for your own understanding, you can see this is another strong zone. Maybe it might come here. Like I said, it might give a double bottom. So maybe it might come, give us another channel. Remember I said we might, when we go to our support, at least we must expect a falling channel. This is a falling channel towards our support. It was another reversal pattern. So let's see what's happening, guys. So let's see what's happening. Okay, I will quickly do this. Let me remove this one, guys. So we can see broke out here. Let me see, guys. So I caught those cells somewhere here. Let me show you guys. I will do this where this impulse, and this was a correction. This was a correction. This correction here. Let me make it. This was a correction. And after correction, this was another impulse. And we have a correction. A correction again. And this was an impulse. An impulse. And gave a reversal. You can see this was another channel here, a reversal channel towards our resistance, guys. Towards our resistance. Can see this impulse, and this was another correction here. This was another correction. So it went and touched here. So now it's giving an impulse. Why you wanna buy here? Why do you want to buy here? Because we're gonna expect maybe a correction. Maybe a correction. Let's say maybe a correction that will go down. A correction maybe. Maybe I expect a correction before it can start going up. So don't rush into buying, guys. So let me remove this correction, guys, and let me put, you can see here, and say I can do this as a, we can say we're at resistance because of this touch here, here it was supporting, it broke, it went, and here it was a resistance, and also a resistance of this falling channel. Even if here, guys, even if it didn't touch, but it was also a resistance. I remember I caught this cell here. Let me show you. I caught those cells there on 1 hour. I caught those cells there. So now we can see Nasdaq is falling, guys. Nasdaq is falling. Nasdaq is falling. So we're gonna wait for the buying opportunities. Nasdaq is going down, guys. Let's go on 1 hour. You see those cells I caught. The picture that I show you of the cells, it was here. And so this was a beautiful start. It was here. And it gave this double top here. That's when I got those cells here, guys. Let me show you again. It was an impulse, and in this correction, it gave a double top, and I went down with it, guys. And you can see, like, my take profit was here. Okay, I didn't take a full picture of it, but you can see my take profit was there at 11823.4. Let's go and check 11823.4. 11882 minus 118. Okay, let's go on in a 4 hours so we can check that 1182. 1182. It was around here. I take profit 823, somewhere around here. But even if it didn't reach, why I was expecting it to go to 1182 3.4? Because it was here, somewhere here. I was expecting it to come to respect here. It didn't, even if it didn't give a full touch, guys. That's why I was expecting it to go. So now, why are we taking the sell? Because we saw it move impulse and correct. It won't just shoot up. So check here. Beautiful, beautiful structure. Beautiful. Break and retest. Break and retest. Break and retest, guys. Why it was why it failed to go is because this was the 90% rule of this channel here. So now if you take your buy your sell, guys, just imagine you take your sell here. In your first take, your take profit might be just around here. Your take profit, let me even put this over. Your take profit might be here. That's all. Your take profit be around here. That's simple with Nasdaq, guys. That's simple. Even you can see on a 1 hour here, whether a inverse head and shoulder. This is a inverse head and shoulder, guys. This is a inverse head and shoulder. This is the left shoulder, the head, the right shoulder. Simple, guys. Okay, let's look at US30. Let's look at US30, guys. Let me remove all the drawings. So, guys, as you saw how I analyze, simple monthly time frame. Let's see if we have a trend line. We have a trend line. Yes, we do have a trend line here. Cannot here, but we can just put it here from this trend line. Simple. You know, guys, when market moves, it's move impulse, correction, impulse, correction, impulse, correction. So, especially with Nasdaq, German 30 and US 30, guys, they won't just shoot up. You have to go down, get enough strength to break this high. You have to go down, break this high, come back, just like that, guys. Market structure. So that this move we see here, let's say is an impulse, correction, and we're gonna expect a continuation, guys. Simple. If you know those basics, then you will be able to understand market structure. So now let's put our support. You can see from here, simple confluence zone again. Let's go on a weekly. Let's go on a weekly. Same thing with Nasdaq. So I'm gonna do a line chart because you see this one has a lot of rejection. so that I can put my channel, guys. I can put my channel. And I will quickly clone it for you. Guys, what do you see? In the head and shoulder. This is the head. Yeah. This is the left shoulder, right shoulder. So what do you expect? That's fine. That's fine. And your stop loss, okay, it will depend on your account size, but my stop loss will be here. For me, I will prefer if your stop loss will be here. Why? If it breaks out of this supporting trend line, we still have another support here. It will reject here. But if it breaks this support, I know then we are going down. And also I have another confirmation that okay, it will come here at the head to give a double bottom. So that's why I say I don't just put stop loss because I want to lose 10 pips or 50 pips. I put stop loss whereby I know market, if it touch my stop loss, it already changed direction. That's the reason of my stop loss. So I know it will look as that my stop loss is too big because it's on a monthly time frame. But check how much you will make. Like check how much you will make here, guys. Like the reward is big, guys. The reward is big. So let's go on a daily. Let me remove this. So I don't think I have to go too much about this because it's still the same structure with Nasdaq, guys. It's still the same. Can put your first take profit here. So I will quickly go to German debt, guys. Like going in details is still the same, guys. It's still the same. Still the same structure, guys. Still the same. They're doing the same thing. You can see it's the same thing, guys. So I will go to German debt now, guys. So we have a head here. So what we can do this. And do this. This is the left shoulder. This is the left shoulder. This is the head. And when it gets here, guys, I'm gonna buy. I will buy. You get here, I will buy. Where will I put my stop loss? Where I know if it breaks, it will invalidate my trade. I'll put my stop loss here. Those who know how I trade indices, they know my strategy, guys. So when the head touch our supporting trend line, we expect a breakout and a retest. When it gets here, we don't hesitate, we buy. When it form our right shoulder, we buy. And what we expect on a 1 hour, our right shoulder to be a falling channel. We expect on 1 hour, our right shoulder to be a falling channel. So maybe if it will impulse from here and start playing like this, and a breakout, and on a second retest, we will enter. Something like this, guys. Falling channel. Remember on a daily, I told it was giving a falling channel towards our support. So this is what I might expect. This is what I would expect before we can go long. Like super simple. Super simple. So long and straight. Let's go on another pair, guys. Our last page, German.
So guys, this is the result of Nasdaq and US30 today, guys. After I analyzed the video, this is how they played out.